Mama, I know you are so freaking overwhelmed by distance learning and trying to do school at home, okay? This is a pep talk for you. All right, so first off, it is totally okay to feel all that you're feeling right now. It is totally okay to feel super freaking stressed out, to be overwhelmed and frustrated and confused and flooded and mad, okay? And pissed at all the things that are happening. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel trapped, because of course you feel all those things. We all do, okay? You're having a normal human reaction to a really crazy, insane situation, okay? Of course you're feeling anxious. Of course you're feeling fried, all right? Of course you are, all right? That's the first thing I want to say. The next thing I want to say is that, again, at the end of the day, connection matters more than academic success, okay? This is a shit show. It's not your fault that it's a shit show. Trying to do the work at home for you, maybe your partner, you're trying to work from home, that's a shit show. Your kids trying to do school at home, that's a freaking shit show. The whole thing is a shit show, okay? When it's a shit show, you are not failing. It is not your job to create a beautiful mess out of this, okay? This is just going to be what it's going to be. And it's going to be a shit show, okay? I don't want you to own that. That's not on you. We need to surrender a little bit to what's happening. And that is a shit show, okay? No matter how hard you try, no matter, literally, no matter what, this is going to be a shit show. So we are going to manage the shit show, okay? But Perspectacles on, it's going to be a shit show. Period, the end. Okay, so let's reframe our expectations a little bit, that it's possible for this to be not a shit show, because it's going to be a shit show, okay? I know that you probably are getting some kind of scary emails from your kids' teachers with some big scary words in them, like mandatory and not optional and required hours, required participation, stuff like that. And I also know that technology is probably a bit of a shit show right now, right? Trying to get your kids online to do their stuff. Maybe you're trying to get online to do your stuff. Shit show, okay? So let's, just for a second, let's recognize that we get to have our feelings and we get to be however we are right now. In this moment, maybe you are super enjoying being at home and you're enjoying this time with your kids. Maybe 20 minutes ago, though, you were like climbing the walls and totally freaking done with this shit, okay? Also okay, all right? I want you to meet yourself where you are. I also need you to meet your kids where they are, okay? We're all freaking stressed out here. This is a shit show, again, all right? So I know that your kid's teacher is sending you those emails with those scary words. And because they're the messenger, it can be really easy for us to turn on the teachers and to create an us versus them. Please don't do that. It's not their fault. The instructions coming from them to do the things, they're not doing this, okay? Let's be a team with the teachers. The teachers are amazing. This is a shit show for them too. God, it's probably a shit show of epic proportions for them, having to literally be thrust into a situation where they have to set up all their kids for success at home, right? Okay, so we don't need the Olympics of suffering, all right? I have a kindergartner and a toddler who are trying to do learning from home. That's hard. There's other moms that have 2 children in elementary school, 1 kid in elementary school, 1 in middle, 1 in high, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids. We're not going to do the Olympics of suffering, okay? My stress about my kindergartner and her mandatory hours and all that shit is just as valid as your stress, okay? You may have a friend who's getting her ass handed to her right now with this because she has so many kids or whatever her work situation is. Your stress is just as valid as her stress. Her stress is just as valid as someone else who's more stressed out than she is, okay? We're not going to do the Olympics of suffering, okay? I have every right to be freaking stressed. And guess what? I am. I'm trying to work from home, seeing my counseling clients. My husband's trying to work from home, and we're trying to do a kindergartner and do her work from home, and a toddler, but his is mostly play. I'm stressed out, okay? Some of you are like, God, that would be so easy. Maybe it would be really easy relative to what you're going through, but you know what? I'm kind of getting my ass handed to me right now, okay? So I don't want you to be doing this, well, what I'm dealing with could be harder, so I don't get to feel stressed out. Nope. Let's call bullshit. Nope, we're not doing that shit. Okay? I need you to show the F up for yourself right now. And that means making space for yourself wherever you are. Okay? In the moment. If you're loving it, if you're hating it, if you're, super freaking stressed out, if you, like the other night, I'll tell you a story. The other night, I'd seen clients all day, and it was like, day 3 or day 4 of distance learning for my kid. And my husband had like a ton of video calls. So like trying to coordinate our schedules was a shit show. The word of this is shit show. It was a shit show. And so I remember at dinner, my kids were trying to talk to me, and like literally the best I could do was like nod and smile. Like that's all I could give them in that moment. I just did not have it in me. I was freaking fried at that point. Okay? It was all I could do to not go sit on the couch and just lie down because I was done. I was done. Okay? So you're just going to do your best, whatever that looks like. Your best right now could look different from your best an hour ago, 2 hours ago, this morning, yesterday, 2 weeks ago. It's going to change, okay? Perspectacles help you see yourself in context. And you're going to meet yourself where you are, wherever you are in that moment. You're going to do your best. That night at the dinner table, my best was nodding and smiling. I could not say words. I was so fried. But I'm proud of myself for showing up and doing my best in that moment. That's what I want you to do too. Okay? Our kids deserve us as humans. They don't deserve a perfect version of us. They deserve us in that moment. You have this brilliant opportunity right now to model for your kids what it looks like to be a freaking human being. Okay? Show them what it looks like to be overwhelmed and stressed and tired and unsure. Model that for them. They're feeling all that too. Okay? Wrapping up, I also want you to meet your kids where they are. Okay? All of our stress level is very high. So this is my baseline stress level. Okay? This is where everybody run for cover. I'm gonna blow. This is where rage shows up. Okay? So before the pandemic, being a working mom and I have a stressful, obviously, job as a counselor, my baseline stress level, like any given day, best case, was probably like 40%. So I have 60% bandwidth. Does that make sense? Right now, though, with Corona and with all this stuff and the fear and the terror and the being trapped in our houses with children stuff, our baseline stress level's pretty high. That means we have even less bandwidth to work with. Okay, so if you are getting pissed every second, if you're in that place where every little thing is pissing you off, it's okay. I want you to get your Perspectacles on and see that you're here. When we're here, anyone is here, this is where every little thing pisses us off, right? And we're flirting with rage. We're getting real close to rage, okay? So it's okay to be in a bad mood. It's okay to be in a shitty place. It's okay to not know how you feel. All those things are okay. We're all feeling that, not just you. All right? Meet your kids where they are. Know that their baseline stress level also pretty high. So they may be testing boundaries and talking back and being a jerk, all those things, okay? I want you to set boundaries, and I want you to hold the boundary, and then I want you to let them freaking blow, and let them blow the F up, because that's what they need to do. When their stress level is this high, they need an emotional release. And if you can hold that boundary, it'll take their baseline stress level back down. And your calm, chill child will reemerge. I'll do a video on boundaries a little bit more later. All right? Hang in there. We're going to get through this. Boundaries are going to help us. We're going to keep our Perspectacles on. We can do this. I believe in you.